Good morning! We are up and we have had breakfast. They have one in the hostel, so I got up and I got there because I didn't want to be late, so I didn't record it. But anyhow, I had breakfast. And now we are off to the church to do stuff and stuff. Yay! Okay, so this is another building that is part of the church's complex. And inside there is coffee. Inexpensive coffee. Good coffee though. We're gonna get some coffee, I think. Okay, so this is a general map of like everything owned by the church. Kind of. That's actually a hospital. But these buildings here are all churchy buildings. Plus the one that's right there, which is the Boaz building, but it's not on the map. Well, they don't really own it, they rent it. A room in it, but it's part of their whole thing. Aww, the coffee place isn't open yet. I'll have to wait and get coffee later. Coffee, yay! Yay! And then we go downstairs. Because you have to go up to the 4th floor and then walk down to the 3rd floor. Because if you just take the elevator to the 3rd floor, you end up in like a library and you can't get to the room you're looking for. Anyhow, here we go. Okay, so much fun. I just had a Bible study. There's a BSF Bible study here for women, and there was like 75 to 100 women there. We were studying 1 Corinthians. I seem to be stuck in Corinthians. They're doing the same thing in Japan. And then I had lunch with Pastor Bill, and oh, and I don't have to stay at hostel after tonight. I'll stay at my hostel, the one last night that I have booked, and then I will go and live in the apartment that Pastor Lance was living in until he went to America. So that's a good thing. And then tonight I have a dinner thing with Pastor Bill, and then tomorrow I will be helping him move someone who's going to Germany. So some of his stuff is staying here. So yeah, it's exciting. Okay, so we are heading back up to the dorm, the hostel, to change for this event this evening. It's a military event. There's a lot of military here. So it's one of the groups of people that the church is ministering to, are these military guys and girls, and so this is not a church event. This is just a military event. The pastor is going as a translator because he's fluent in both Korean and English, but it is a way for him to stay connected and to network. So yeah, so he's invited me to come along so that I can see what's going on. And I'm gonna go change into a skirt and send an email real quick, and it'll be fun. There's another one. So, just so you know, we are actually in like a shopping district-y area of South Korea. So it's all broken up into like different genres of stores. So like I have to walk through the it's fun. Walk through the photo section, all the photography stores, framing stores, on the way to church from the hostel, so that's cool. I'm waiting to cross the street. As for sections, there's also a lighting section that just has like overhead lights in it, which are really, really cool, and I should show you sometime. And there's also like a puppy section. There's like a whole street of puppies, which is terribly cute. I should probably show you that sometime too, but I don't know if I can find my way back to that. That I found while I was getting lost, so yeah. And crossing the street. That's how the recycling gets moved here. And that's how you know you can cross the street and how much time you have left. Coffee place. Getting coffee for Pastor and me. Okay, so we spent some time at Pastor Bill's house and met his wife and had tea. It was nice. And now we are driving to the dinner. He's showing me around his old town where he lived for like 8 years. It's cool. passed some beautiful mountains, and we passed some military things, which were very interesting. Little like hut-looking things. They reminded me of like paintball fields, but it's not for paintball. It's much seriouser than that. They're actually for the guards to be in, and there's a river right there, and if they knock the bridges down, then the North Koreans can't come in. Or can't come in easily. And yeah. Let's see, we've got mountains over there. You can explain the mountains.
Yeah, that's a national park called the Bukhansansong. And by the way, I wish we could turn left here, but I can't. They've changed the traffic, so.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to say. We're right beside the U.S. Army post called 2nd Infantry Division.
Yeah.
If that bus was out of the way, you would see the main gate. But there are 28,000 U.S. soldiers here in South Korea, and then you have family members and you have contractors, and so there's probably 40-some thousand people in South Korea who are here under the Status of Forces Agreement, or the SOFA Agreement. And places like the Army Post, it would be legally U.S. territory, and so you run U.S. laws on the Army Post. And when they walk out of the Army Post, they are on Korean soil and under Korean law, but there's a Status of Forces Agreement, meaning the American lawyers and the Korean lawyers had said, this is the way we handle this situation.
I don't know what any of it is, but it's good and it's gorgeous on the table out there. so back in the hostel. That was amazing. That was a really, really fun night. Really good food, really nice dancing, beautiful dancing. It was fun to talk to some of the military people there. They're really fun, they're great people, and I don't know if anybody from the military is watching this, but if you are, thank you. Thank you for protecting America. I do really love America, even though I'm out here like traveling the world. It makes me appreciate America a lot, and thank you for coming out here and helping my friends in other countries too. So thanks. Anyway, yeah, that was a great night, and I've been thinking about all this stuff, and like, granted that was like a night that I don't usually have. It was a really nice venue and all that, but all today has been really familiar stuff to me. Dancing, yes, it was Korean dance, but it was still dance. The dancers still did the same things right after the dance. They took a breath, they relaxed, they watched the other dancers, they went back into the bathroom and got the makeup off their face and got out of their costumes and went and ate. I remember doing the same things when I was a dancer. And then, you know, just driving around with Pastor Bill and, you know, getting the pastor coffee, going to the church, hanging out. This is stuff I did all the time. I do all the time. And it occurs to me that God is familiar. He's not a stranger to me. He's familiar. And that's awesome, to be able to be like, hey, I know him. And he knows me. And it's familiar. And it's nice. So that's who God is today.